coming out to Midreign. Thank you again so much to Riversend and Wymzee Dayle for attending and bringing some of your people. We're happy to have you. I hope you guys enjoyed the food. We have a couple things we're going to do before we go into the awards ceremony, and we acknowledge the people that have been doing great in our park, and I want to get through this as fast as we can, because I didn't get the battle game, and I want to keep your butts, so let's go. First order of business. Would the esteemed King Lucas please approach and make any announcements that he needs to make?
So the only two things that we have going on within the next month or so is that next Saturday we are going to be doing the Kingdom Crown qualification. So if you are not able to go and you have stuff that you want to enter into the Arts and Science Tournament, give it to somebody to bring to that event. It's in Draper at the elementary school where Midreign was last time. So if you were there last time, you know exactly where it is, or at least Google will tell you where it is. And then after that, December 3rd is our Kingdom End Reign. That is going to be at the allocated address on the event page. It's posted on the Kingdom Facebook. So if you don't have access to Facebook, make sure that you have somebody send that link to you or send that information to you so that way you know where to go. For End Reign, we're going to have a step down, step up. hopefully with the new individuals who are getting voted on very soon. And then we also have 2 knightings for Snow and Gwen.
The representative from River's End, approach if you would like to make any announcements.
No, we're good.
Okay.
I'll stay over here.
Wymzee Dayle, if there are any representatives from Wymzee Dayle, would you like to approach and make any announcements? You guys are no fun. Thank you for coming. I need to make a couple of quick announcements for anyone that wasn't aware. If you haven't seen, obviously not everyone does the same on social media online. Our esteemed monarch of Ironhold had to step away for personal reasons. Titus has been having some difficult mundane issues, and he needed to step out for mental health reasons. He wanted to be here to present awards, and we were going to essentially let him, in the capacity as Duke, even though technically I'm Duke, give out awards, but he couldn't make it today. But I know he sends his best, and that he loves all of you. He loves his kingdom, he loves his party. Also, because of that, I had to step in as regent to be the new monarch. Lunch will be our new regent. Sume has made himself qualified and graciously accepted to be our champion for the next 3 months, and we will vote them in officially and ratify them at our next All Thing. Other than that, our new regent, Lunch, has requested to be Master of Ceremony for this award ceremony, so I'm just going to be furniture. I'll let him take it from here. Thank you, guys. Thank you for
All right. Thank you again, Farkas. So, one note before we begin awards. We have over 70 awards to give. I request that after we hold applause until after each person receives their last award. No, and then battle, and then sword, and then owl. None of that. Wait until they're all done, then applaud. And I also request, please, hold back on the hip hip huzzahs until the very end. Otherwise, we're going to be here for 2 hours. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. When I call your name, please step up. You may take a knee on this. I won't make you. You can stand if you'd like. I will tell you when it's the last award. Sarka, thank you. We are going by alphabetical order. Would Achilles please step forward?
Y'all don't know how to do this.
One of our guards is a fire giant. I don't know if anyone knew that.
Should I just make every person who comes up one of my minions and then release them as they go? Alright. Attention. Achilles, I would like to award you with your first Order of the Mask for excellence in portraying a treasure goblin during our roleplay day. And that is it for Achilles here. Next up, would Ares the Wall please step forward? Ares is not here. Ares, everyone who's not here, we will hold on to it and get them to them at a later time. If you come up to us after the award ceremony, if you're close to them, we can pass it along. Ares the Wall is receiving his first Order of the Battle for good use of abilities on the battlefield. Their second Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. And their third Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess. Alright. Next, would Azaria Steele please step forward? Azaria, we are granting you your first Order of the Warrior for growth as a new fighter. Thank you. You don't have to shake my hand right now. You can just walk away. Next, I know they're not here. Bob Ross is receiving their first Order of the Battle for battlefield prowess. Their first Order of the Warrior for growth as a new monk. Their first Order of the Smith for designing the Lich's Tower battle game. And their first Order of the Rose for assisting the Duchy with weapons checking.
And happy trees.
And happy trees. All right. Next, with Bob the Almighty. Please step forward. It's Squizzard. Oh, the Almighty. Squizzard. All right. Squizzard here is receiving his first Order of the Battle for mastery of the shove spell. His first Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess. And his first Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. Good work, man.
I think I might be better at shove.
How many
Next, Chimera, please.
Chimera's not here.
Chimera is receiving their first Order of the Warrior for growth as a new scout. Next, Debbie. Just summon me. Summon my corpse. Debbie, you are receiving your first Order of the Battle for growth as a new healer. Good work. Next, they are not here today either, but Dirk is receiving his first Order of the Rose for assisting in reaping during our tournaments, and his first Order of the Lion for running a Duchy Park Day in the absence of the champion. Next, with Draylin Lightseeker, please step forward. Draylin, you are receiving your first Order of the Battle for an increase in skill in the Archer class, your first Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield, your first Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess, your first Order of the Dragon for doing well in our Autumn Bake-Off, and your first Order of the Rose for bringing cookies. All right, next we got a stack here. Fancy, please step forward.
Fancy, do the thing.
weapons? Calm down.
Very excited. You still have to check.
Thank you. No, the right way is.
All right,
There's Touchcaster.
Fancy, you're getting your first Order of the Battle for good use of skills in the battlefield. You're getting your second Order of the Battle for making us balance a 3rd level wizard against a 6th level wizard. And you're getting your 3rd Order of the Battle for sheer dedication to the wizard class. Next, you're getting your first Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess, your 2nd Order of the Warrior for more battlefield prowess, and your 3rd Order of the Warrior for more battlefield prowess, and your 4th Order of the Warrior because it was warranted with tournament placement for placing 5th in our July single short weapon master tournament. Next, we're not done yet. Fancy's been busy. Your first Order of the Smith for creating and running the Battlegame Nexus push. Your first Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. And last, but most certainly not least, your first Order of the Rose for volunteering for kingdom security.
Begone ye!
Next, would Fervlin please step forward? Fervlin here. Not present. All right, Fervlin is receiving their first Order of the Battlefield for growth as a bard. All right. Next, would James Savant please step forward? Alright, stand and kneel. Alright, James Savant is earning their first Order of the Battle for learning their class abilities, and their first Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. Thank you. Oh,
We have one other thing. I was supposed to print it. I didn't. Boo, boo, yes, boo. James contributed $60 to Feast today, so you have him as well to thank for pizza. And he will be pretty.
The next, also not here, is Lady Kava Goldmane. She'll be receiving her 5th Order of the Dragon for the pink miniature hobby horse that she made for a miniature person. And her 5th Order of the Owl for placing 2nd at our Dragon Master. Alright. Next with Lepish, please stand forward. Not here, alright. Lepish is receiving their 1st Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess, and their 2nd Order of the Warrior as well, for the same reason.
They're behind you, they can't see me.
So don't stand right behind me. Next, Lily Striker, please step forward. I know you're here.
Alright, you know the drill.
All right.
Mutilate the body again.
Lily,
We can't just
we are-
kill them and resurrect them now.
we're awarding you with your 2nd Order of the Warrior, battlefield prowess. Your 3rd Order of the Battle for increasing skill as a combat healer. And your 2nd Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. Thank you.
Would Lord Lunch please present himself to the court? Lord Lunch is receiving his 2nd Order of the Lion for taking on Craft Knight as its host.
And it's fitting because he's reading.
Would Lorelei please step forward? Lorelei. I can't read. I'm going off the pictures. I can't read. All right. Lorelei is receiving their 1st Order of the Dragon for the Halloween step. This is what's written here.
Oh, yes.
Would Master Squire Countess Lyrial Moondagger please step forward? Well, they are receiving...
I was going to say Kale's here.
Gales, all right.
Lyriel, you're so cute.
Lyrial's receiving their 1st Order of Battle for adept use of healer abilities.
Good job.
Stay. Yeah, well, for Morthwell, who is not here, Morthwell, how do you pronounce his last name? Ulrich. Morthwell Ulrich. His 1st Order of the Battle for growth in using his warrior abilities. Alright, get out of here. That's a kid. Next, would Ragtooth please step forward?
Yeah, nobody's gonna. Alright, fine. I guess we gotta really kill them.
You can check the vacuum too if you want. Alright. Ragtooth, you're receiving your 1st Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess, and your 1st Order of the Griffin for honor on the battlefield. Thank you very much. A lot of new players today, a lot of 1st and 2nds. Alright. Next, would Rock please enter the battlefield?
Kill it!
Check his eyes.
Rock is receiving his 3rd Order of the Dragon for consistent roleplay as varied monsters, currently a fire giant. And he is receiving his 1st Order of the Mask for exceptional portrayal as a skeleton during the October 8th roleplay game. Next, would Rogar please step forward? Kill him! How do you pronounce your last name? Norixius, thank you.
That's a real dagger.
Rogar Norixius is receiving his 4th Order of the Battle for consistent quality and use of warrior abilities. His 5th Order of the Warrior for battlefield prowess. And his 2nd Order of the Dragon for the nightstand entered during the Fall Hatchling Tournament. please step forward. Saga, you are receiving your first Order of the Dragon for crafting prowess, your second Order of the Dragon for crafting prowess, and now that you are caught up, your third Order of the Dragon for achieving Best in Show at a Duchy level Dragon Master. Next, with Severin Bloodbeard, please step forward.
Kill it!
Severin is receiving his 6th Order of Battle for excellence in utilizing multiple classes. And he is receiving his 2nd Order of the Lion for excellence as scribe to the Prime Minister. Next, with Sorgerd, please come and take this pile of paper away from me.
He's not here. I messaged him. He said he'd try to come.
Great. Sorgerd is earning his 1st Order of the Warrior for martial prowess, 2nd Order of the Warrior for martial prowess, 3rd Order of the Warrior for martial prowess. Gotta get them caught up when they do well. 4th Order of the Warrior for martial prowess. And lastly, his 5th Order of the Warrior for taking 1st place in each of our sapling tournament brackets. Squirrel, I will not pronounce your last name. Please step forward.
Guys, Geach!
Squirrel!
Kill him anyway.
Squirrel, you are receiving your 3rd Order of the Griffin for exceptional sportsmanship in our October 2022 Weapon Master, your 3rd Order of the Battle for exceptional use of barbarian abilities on the battlefield, and your 4th Order of the Warrior for placing 3rd in single short in our Weapon Master. Next, I swear I'm learning how to pronounce your name. Toolcar, please step forward.
He left. Oh, wait,
No,
he
he did
didn't.
not. Toolcar.
Kill him!
They'll do it.
I got lazy.
Toolcar is receiving his 2nd Order of the Battle for great use of barbarian abilities, and his 3rd Order of the Warrior for continued improvement of martial skill. Well done. Next is Benson here. Benson is receiving his 6th Order of the Battle for excellence in strategic healer targeting during Battlegames, and his 1st Order of the Mask for exceptional portrayal as a skeleton during the October 8th roleplay games.
Skeleton. That's skeleton. That's got a skeleton tunic.
Next, with Vidar, please step forward.
5,000 daggers.
Should have killed her.
She's got throwies. She's got throwies. She's carrying throwies.
Vidar is earning her 4th Order of the Battle for continued improvement as an assassin. Excellent. Would Viscount Lord Captain Man-at-Arms Edward Blood Esquire please step forward?
Change your name!
No! I need more! Second!
Viscount Lord Captain Man-at-Arms Edward Blood Esquire is receiving his 5th Order of the Lion for invaluable assistance to the Monarchy during the fall 2022 reign. Next, would Ren please step forward?
Marcus, what happens to Monarchy?
Don't make me do more work, Achilles!
Ren is receiving his 1st Order of the Battle for battlefield prowess. Good work out there, man. All right, and our final for the night Would Zarkos please step forward? That was Achilles. All right. Zarkos is earning his first Order of the Battle for Battlefield Prowess. Thank you, Zarkos. And now, as promised at the end, for everyone, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and turn the time back over to Farkas.
Listen up! Would our new PM please take a moment and make any announcements that he would like to make? Oh, actually, no. Let's do this properly. Fire.
You're fired.
I mean, you're not in office. You can't fire her yet.
Anyway. Hello again, I'm Seven Bloodbeard. The only announcement I'd really like to make is work on your votes. We had 15 people vote in the last All League. We're currently 4th in all of Amtgard in population as Iron Hole. Do better.
By less than one person.
It's like 0.35 from being in 2nd place for population. So, 30, 40 people, 15 people voting. Also, for the rest of the year, if you bring a raid, if you have a QR card, bring it for sign-in, you will get an extra credit. Or if you're more phone, you can get the QR code there. That will also count for an extra credit. If you don't have a card, come speak with me. We'll see about getting you one.
Yes, we
one extra credit per sign-in.
We want to encourage everybody to use the Mork. If you want to get one of those, talk to somebody who can print it for you or print it yourself. They're very handy. It makes signing very easy.
Yeah. Especially at court. Or if we go out of our park, for us it's easy because we just pull up Iron Hole, type in your name, we'll find you. But when you go to Kingdom, pass them your QR code. They'll find you much faster because they just have to scan you.
And then you get your
What is
credit.
this wizardry?
Huh?
What is this wizardry?
He's a druid.
Quiet.
I want to make a couple points really quickly, everyone. First off, with the orc being brought up, if you do not know how to log in, or you do not know what your account password is, anything like that, or you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the orc, please come ask a member of Monarchy. It is the system we use to track attendance and awards. Additionally, if you see anyone who you think deserves an award, there is a system where if you log in, you can recommend people. Please do so. That's how we get these awards. We look at what people have been recommended, then we see what we have remembered. So any amount of recommendations helps a lot. Recommend your friends.
Can you recommend outside of park?
Yes, you can recommend people in other kingdoms, other parks, everything. Please recommend people.
Can I recommend myself?
No.
Tutorials on the Kingdom page.
There's a tutorial on the Kingdom page. Please do so. Additionally, one last thing for me. For the next reign, I sincerely invite everyone who's even casually interested, come and talk to a member of Monarchy if you're interested in leadership. Even if you don't get voted in, even if we have our limited offices, we can bring you on as help if you want to contribute to the park, if you want to help out. Every bit of help is appreciated. Thank you.
And the only other thing I had about that was essentially, and he already pretty much
Flush Rust, Blow Spray, Skull Slice, Beer Steak, with the power of my will to send on me, with the power of my will restore the spirit, with the power of my will with my corpse, with the power of my will give direction, with the power of my will cheat thy death, with the power of my will arise from the greater
I didn't agree to this.
I heard words. Rise and fight again, rise and fight again, rise and fight again, rise and fight again, rise and fight again.
Anyway, listen up. I'm almost done. The only other point I wanted to make was, if you are Ironhold, or even if you're in another park, if you are qualified to do so as far as attendance, I highly recommend you look into running for office. Plenty of people run for office consistently and experience what we call burnout.
We're tired.
A lot of us get tired of running for office. I ran for a second term. Only reason why was because my wedding plans changed, and this one told me I was allowed to.
Wow, I'm on her.
It's easy.
We all know who's in charge now.
But anyway, you know who's in charge? This one.
The leadership is easy.
Seriously, it's not that hard. It can be, yes, I won't lie, it can be a little bit stressful at times as far as timing, coordination, but please understand, even if it's your first go at any office, there are so many people who, even if we don't want to be in office, we will help you every step of the way. You can talk to us anytime. How do I do this? How do I do that? Will you help me run this? If you want to run for Regent and you don't know how to do it, you can run a tournament, or no, sorry, you can ask somebody else who's experienced to run the tournament, and you can shadow them. So please, 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 we need new officers, we need new people to learn more about leadership. It's an important part of Amtgard. Remember, it's not just fighting, it's not just battle games, it's not just arts and sciences, it's about community, it's about leadership. Helping each other out and helping the park. The more you contribute to the park, the more you contribute to your kingdom, the better we all are. Other than that, I don't know if anyone else had champions. Suman, he's getting an easy job.
Sorry.
GMR, do you have anything?
If you need to be qualified,
Listen up!
So if you need to be Reeves or Kapoor qualified, please do come bother me. I can get you that information. And if you need tests for your classes, either bother me, and I can direct you to someone who's actually in charge of you.
Hands up if you're one of our class guildmasters.
Wizard, woo!
Everyone raising their hand, there's some back there too. This is who you talk to if you're leveling up, okay?
Alright, other than that, I think we're good. I would very much, even though it's wet, like the battle game, because I haven't got to yet. So, let's gear up for a full class battle game.
Go back to your original spawn. If you are new and were not here earlier, please come to me.
Court is dismissed!
Court is dismissed.
right, good.